Hello, my name is Preston Smith and I serve as the Senior Associate Dean at the Faculty of Medicine responsible for rural and regional medical education. Rural Week is an exciting initiative in our brand new curriculum, one we've called the Tupper Trail. Our goal is to expose all of our medical students early in their training, in fact at the end of first year, to practice and life in a rural community. We know students who have positive clinical experiences in rural locations are more likely to return to practice in rural locations. But we also believe all of our students, including those that will become urban doctors, should know and understand the role and life of a rural and regional practitioner. Rural Week is one piece of evidence that the Faculty of Medicine is determined to be the medical school of all of the Maritimes. But you should also know that the students are 100% behind this initiative. In fact, they voted overwhelmingly in favor of it. Students will live and learn in any communities that are outside Halifax, Sydney, St. John, Moncton, Fredericton, or Charlottetown. They will spend a week with a family doctor or a specialist in a rural location or a regional hospital. This is where you come in. We need many of you, as we will need to place 110 students in 1 week. That week is May 16th to 20th, and we need locations all around the Maritimes. This is your chance to show first-year students the practice and the community you love. I'd like to introduce Dr. Anna McLeod, one of our education experts in the Faculty of Medicine, who will provide more detail on the objectives for a Rural Week.
Hi, I'm Anna McLeod. I'm the Education Specialist in the Division of Medical Education in the Faculty of Medicine here at Dalhousie. From an educational perspective, we're interested in providing our learners the opportunity to think about and engage in the practice of medicine in a variety of contexts. In Maritime Canada, one of those contexts that's particularly important is the rural setting. So with that in mind, we've developed a number of objectives that we hope learners will be able to accomplish by participating in Rural Week. Firstly, we hope that learners have the opportunity to think about the unique context of practicing in a rural community. Secondly, we hope that it provides the opportunity for learners to apply a determinants of health lens when it comes to making rural practice decisions. Thirdly, we hope that our learners will have the opportunity to experience a rural physician's lifestyle and then relate that information to their personal career goals. Fourth, we hope that learners have the opportunity to think about the role of the physician in a rural community. Fifth, we hope that from a more practical perspective, Rural Week participation will allow our learners to actually demonstrate or practice some of the clinical skills that they've been working on. And finally, Rural Week will provide our learners the opportunity to actually demonstrate some of the central qualities associated with professionalism that are so important in our curriculum.
Rural Week is a mandatory part of our curriculum, and so both the program and the students will need a proper evaluation. I'd like to introduce Michelle Malloy, who is our Program Manager in Undergraduate Medical Education, to give an overview of the evaluation.
Hello, my name is Michelle Malloy and I'm the Director of the Undergrad Program here at Dalhousie University. I'm very excited about the Rural Week initiative and I'm glad that you're thinking about being a part of this very exciting program. You may be wondering about student assessment. We will ask you to do 2 forms of student assessment. One will be formative, an informal chat that you may have with a student every day to comment on performance and highlight areas where they might improve. The other will be a bit more formal. It's the in-training evaluation report, and either that would be similar to what you may have had as a medical student. Of course, we've shortened it a little bit because these are Med 1 students. We do send it electronically to make it easier for you, so when you finish doing your report, it's automatically available to the undergrad office and to your student. Thank you.
So, as I've said, we want to work with you to showcase rural and regional practice. This is your chance to show students why you do what you do. All the disciplines of medicine are welcome.
Hello, my name is Adam Harris and I'm a third-year medical student here at Dalhousie, and I'm originally from the Indianapolis Valley. I'm really excited that the medical school has decided to take on the Rural Week initiative this year. It was only a few short years ago where students went to the faculty and discussed this idea, and it's really students who have pushed this along. It's nice to see that the faculty has been so receptive. Really what we're looking for is an opportunity early on in our training to get out to the rural communities of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI. Students in their upper years who have gone have reported amazing experiences. There's an opportunity to really learn from experienced physicians and practice our skills that we've learned in the classrooms here in Halifax. It's also really important at this stage in our career to understand the pressures and resources available in the peripheral sites. It's great that Dalhousie is doing this. It really is, because it's going to give learners in their first year of medical school an opportunity to go into communities where they might one day practice.
My name is Dr. John Richardson. I'm a graduate of Dalhousie Medical School 32 years ago. Came to rural New Brunswick in the little village of Fredericton Junction. Probably as a direct result of preceptorships that I spent time with in rural New Brunswick and PEI, and have appreciated them ever since. I think it's important that rural physicians show our medical students the advantages of living in rural communities. This building is the Tri-County Complex Arena. It was built after 20 hard years of volunteer work, but has become the center focus of the community in many health and recreation ways. Activities like this can be very rewarding for rural doctors. Obviously, the outdoor life is a great advantage. Also, living in these communities and becoming part of them and key leadership figures is certainly a great reward. As rural physicians, we owe it to these students to show them some of these advantages of living in a rural community that might not have been thought of before.
My name is Christina Rogers, and I'm a first-year medical student at Dalhousie University. I am from this small rural community of Mundleville, New Brunswick, which is about an hour north of Moncton. I am looking forward to Rural Week because I think it will provide me with a lot of opportunities to see how being in a small setting can impact patient care. I think that doctors in rural communities have the opportunity to interact with their patients outside of a clinical setting a lot more often than maybe urban centers would. And I am interested to see how that impacts the patient-physician relationship and how that can positively influence healthcare in a rural setting. Given everything that I value so much about my small community, I hope that rural physicians will provide my classmates and me with an opportunity to experience rural medicine during Rural Week this year.
So please consider taking a student for Rural Week and contact the Medical Education Office at your local regional hospital or the Undergraduate Medical Education Office here at the Faculty of Medicine or the Dalhousie Medicine New Brunswick office. Thank you.